Hey everybody, so what about crypto? Everybody's wondering about crypto. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Well, what if we have some correlation for that? Today we have Mark Nimick out in Colombia. We have Lee Duffy, who's in the UK. I'm in the US. It's International Day here. Let's go! A record number of first-time investors bought into crypto in 2022, spurred on by multiple Super Bowl ads featuring celebrities and sports stars preying on the fear of missing out. Fast forward a year and investors feel abandoned. The crypto world has had massive scandal. Prices dove, and now it seems to be making a comeback. Maybe? You know, there's a lot of opinions out there on what you should do as an investor. Our goal is to take the opinions out of the discussion and help you make informed decisions using data. Joining us today is Mark Nimnick, who has some great insights on how to do this using our MKT risk index.
Thanks, Kim. It's great to be here today, and you're absolutely right. The crypto market is exciting. And from a trading perspective, all of us have one thing in common. We want to make money. We want to increase our capital. Making money is all about capital creation. As a trader, you really want to be in the capital creation mode and not the capital destruction. But the quandary is, how do you know which mode you're in? So traditionally, we've had qualitative measures. There's a bull market, which is capital creation. There's a bear market, which is capital destruction. But who defines what it is?
What you're saying is you have a way to take the opinion out of the conversation and allow people to have data that will tell them what the market is like, right?
Yes, without opinion, you have a clearer idea and a more quantitative basis for making your investment decisions.
And it's real time.
Absolutely.
It's real time. So here's our MKT risk index. Let me make sure to state this is completely custom built. This is what powers the MKTRedLine gauge, and this data is not available anywhere else. You can see here at the bottom that we've made it easy to download all the data and run your own analysis with a simple click of a button. We did just that with our risk index data and overlaid it with Bitcoin prices to show the correlation between the two. The black line is our risk indicator's daily level of volatility, and the blue line is Bitcoin's price. The level of volatility is determined by the distance from the red horizontal line at 41. That's the magic number, and yes, I really wish the math had worked out so it's 42, but I'm fine, I'll deal with it. So if the risk index is below 41, we are in a state of stability. When it's above the red line, we're in a state of volatility. Mark mentioned capital creation and destruction and how important it is to know which mode you're in. This makes it simple by showing capital creation in the white zones and destruction in gray. So how do we arrive at this? Our analysis shows that when the risk index is above 41 and you have an 8% day-on-day gain, we're in the gray capital destruction zone. It stays there until you have an 8% day-on-day fall in the risk index, which indicates capital creation resulting in a white zone. So Mark, what does this mean for anyone interested or invested in Bitcoin?
When I have areas where the market is fairly calm, I'm in capital creation, my value of Bitcoin is increasing. And then once again, towards the end of this, where we go back into capital destruction, Bitcoin goes back into losing price value. If I only traded at a point in time where it was in capital destruction, how much would I have made over this 3.5 years in Bitcoin? Well, the answer is I wouldn't have made any money at all. I would have lost 18%. However, if I only traded and only operated when it was in creation mode, what kind of return would I have gotten? And I would have gotten a 209% return over this period of time. So this is very compelling evidence that understanding what market mode you're in and being able to have the qualitative resources to understand when you need to be aware of this is very important in your trading strategy. It's very important in creating more capital. It's very important in your ROI.
So what about people who just hold Bitcoin?
If you're in capital destruction mode, you probably don't want to sell your Bitcoin if you don't have to. You want to wait until it goes to capital creation and the price increases.
You know, Mark, I always love it when you show us these charts. Everyone is saying Bitcoin is done. There's the scandals and all the noise, but then we see a risk indicator going down, and then Bitcoin shoots up.
He's got a good point there. Index comes down, Bitcoin goes up, which is
Yeah.
what we'd expect it to do. There's a fixed amount of Bitcoin. And if we're in the wider market where you're trading for other fiat currencies, if they're being destroyed, that's going to have an effect on the Bitcoin price. It's only when the index is falling or below 41, we're expecting to see more money available, which will wind its way into the Bitcoin market.
The market doesn't all react at one time. Not everyone is lined up on a starting line. The gun is shot and everyone runs off. Someone takes off first and someone takes off second. What we do is we recognize those early leaders. What this is telling us is we have a bad market, but Bitcoin pricing has stabilized in that bad market. So what's going to happen as soon as the market starts to improve? Bitcoin prices are going to go up.
So we had everyone in the world saying that Bitcoin was done. You had all the scandals in the Bitcoin world too with FTC and all that. It was bad news for Bitcoin, but our index said the opposite of that, which would, what you're always trying to do, beat the market, go against the market and be right. And this would have given a trader an opportunity to do that. So I think the takeaway from here is that if you're a trader, if you have Bitcoin, having the trader version of MKTRedLine allows you to get this data that can be very valuable. At least I think it's valuable. What about you guys?
It's the most valuable information that's available to you in the market.
It's very valuable because it's real time and it's telling you what's happening right now. It's quantifying it, and it's not conjecture. It's not opinions. It's actually what's happening in the marketplace right now.
And that's what we mean by taking the opinion out of the conversation. Anyone can protect their money, your money, from unexpected market events using the free or pro version of MKTRedLine Gauge. And if you want access to the data behind our MKT Risk Index and also 25 Forex pairs, the trader version's for you. Get it at MKTRedline.com. All right, everybody, we appreciate you joining us. Don't forget to check out our weekly video where we do a weekly prediction of Forex prices and then check back the next week and see if we were right. Have a good day, everybody.